Boy, aren't Jumbotrons unflattering? I am so pleased to be here today, and I cannot tell you, I'm grateful not to have a migraine and be here too. I'm grateful to be headache-free today. This is such an enormous project for me, and I thought long and hard about doing it because, like all of you, my time, I'm busy, I believe my time is valuable, but it's no more valuable than the people that you see every day and that I encounter every day that have headache. Dr. Dodick, I can't thank you enough for all that you do and all that you have done and will do for those of us who suffer. It is an enormous undertaking that you have taken throughout your life, and more importantly, it's an enormous opportunity at this point to be able to thrust migraine in the forefront of diseases and problems around the world. I am very humbled to be here. I am very humbled to represent 36 million people in the United States. And not to put too much pressure on all of you, but this esteemed room, may I say, from all 36 million of us, we are counting on you. We're counting on you very deeply. This is an unprecedented campaign. Nothing to my recollection has ever been attempted regarding migraine research or awareness, ever. I am here to help raise public visibility, put pressure on the powers that be, to help the understanding of the most disabling medical illness on the planet. Most importantly, it is time for this nation to stop, to listen, and to listen well. I am quite certain someone very close to everyone in this nation suffers, possibly even in silence. Migraine is an illness, and those who suffer have long been stigmatized by society. As Dr. Dodick said, ostracized by the medical community and marginalized. Simply speaking, we are a headache for employers, family members, health insurers, health providers, and our friends. Not a day passes that I am not contacted by a sufferer begging me for help in one way or another, or just simply a kind, understanding ear. Not long ago, I lost a friend to migraine. And you say, well, migraine's not a deadly disease. It is when you commit suicide because you can't stand the pain anymore. Suicide was her only way out. As it was mentioned, the third most common disorder in the world, the fourth most disabling among women, the seventh overall, yet no one hears us. I am offended by this. I'm deeply offended by this, and I'm tired of being ignored. If you add up all of it, if you add up all of the neurological diseases, including some doozies like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, MS, and more, migraine accounts for half. Half. What is even worse, and what is more tragic, is 1/3 of our returning soldiers experience migraine, and 20% have disabling migraine on a daily basis. What do they have to come home to? The same care that most of us have received. Misdiagnoses, misunderstanding, stigma. They have fought gallantly for our freedom. They deserve better research, more funding, and better care. Hell, we all deserve that as sufferers. You would think that the $30 billion price tag that it costs this country and employers would get people's attention. You would think. Instead, the federal research investment in migraine has not exceeded $16 million, a paltry 0.1% of the entire federal research budget. Enough. I've had enough. We've all had enough. As a sufferer, I'm taking charge. It's time to take charge together. It is time to make a difference. I want medications specifically designed for me, for my migraine, not hand-me-down drugs. As a sufferer, I'm talking to you, the medical community. We cannot find a cure without all of us working together. We can no longer work in our own arenas and on our own time, attempting to make a difference. Unless we all join forces, we will muddle along with no more funding and no more support. The only time this country ever rises to the challenge has been when the public took action. They took the need into their own hands, and they made it happen. Pressure on our government and pressure on the media. It's a huge undertaking, but for 36 million of us, believe me, we can do it. We have greatly underutilized the social media. I have 2 words for you, 2 words as to the effect of social media. Arab Spring. When you think of successful campaigns, what do you think of? Any of you ever seen the ads on TV for Race for the Cure, Walk for the Cure? I bet you have. We need that kind of campaign. We need to be that successful with migraine. We need to take it to the people. I call it the 3 R's. Raising public awareness, respect for the disease and those who suffer, and raising money, the 3 R's. Today we started in earnest. We spoke to a very large audience on the Today Show. We officially launched the 36 Million Migraine campaign, and to this esteemed audience, you were the first to hear it live. As my children would put it, it's game on. To be successful, this campaign must be a sustained grassroots effort. I need all of you. We need your support. To be successful, we must understand. You must understand. You must not spend all of your time in the exam rooms, in your cubicles, at your desks, at the boardrooms. We need you in your communities. I'm calling you to service. What's the old adage from World War II? We need you. I'm asking you to give, to speak to your colleagues, to your patients, your friends, your families about this campaign. Tell them to use Twitter. I'm telling you, Twitter is a very cheap and very effective way to influence stakeholders in this, and what an influence. We need to influence not only Washington, but we need to influence Hollywood. Together with Washington and Hollywood, we can make this work. This is the golden hour. We either do it now, or I believe we'll lose our chance. 2 years from now in Valencia, I want to have had experienced a movement, something we know in our hearts has changed the world. I will be putting most of my time into this effort. The $36 million too. The 36 million migraine campaign. My time is valuable. Your time is valuable. We're all busy. We all need to make the time. But then again, I'm just a little selfish too. I'm tired of having half a life, sometimes watching my own family look at me confused and frustrated. I'm tired of being a second-class patient. I'm not. I want a cure. I, along with 36 million sufferers in this country, want a cure, and we will be willing to do anything it takes to get it. It's time to take charge. It's time to make a difference. Leave here knowing this is our time. This is your time. This is my time. Please, it's our one chance. Please join me in celebrating the 36 million migraine campaign and working hard for this 36 million migraine campaign. I look forward to seeing you out there. I look forward to seeing you at the rallies, the parties, the efforts, and I will be calling on you for your help. Thank you very much for having me, and I'm so honored to be a part of this.